All right, so we built our work order forms and we have our buttons on our new SharePoint internal website where people can click and put in work orders. However, we still have to click on these forms, go to view responses to see what work orders were put in, right? We have to go to more details. Um, and that's really difficult. So we're going to automate our workflows. So we're going to go to these, let's just say we're in our form right now. We're going to go to these 9 dots and here's all of our apps. We're going to click on Power Automate. All right. All right. So we're at the Power Automate page. And the next thing I want to do is go to My Flows. And as you can see, I have a little test flow right here, but your screen's going to be blank. So you're going to want to go to New Flow. And you're going to have all these options, but for our flow, we want automated cloud flow. Experiment with these ones. There's a lot that this can do. It's a powerful tool. So let's click on automated cloud flow. And we're going to want to do our little maintenance work order request here, right? We're going to want to copy and paste that flow here. I like being consistent. So we have a name. Now we need to choose a trigger. Now, our trigger needs to be when someone submits the form. So when someone fills out the form and hits submit. So right here, when a new response is submitted, Microsoft Forms, we want to select that right there. At any point in this video, pause it. I'm going to try to make this video short. Just be patient with this. This is really thick. So pause it anytime you want. All right. So we're going to hit create after we select this. And there we go. So we want to click on this box, and when we do, this is going to pop out on the left-hand side. So when we get to the first prompt, it asks for a form ID. So we'll click on it. Sometimes this doesn't load right away. If you don't see your forms, you didn't do anything wrong. Just keep refreshing the page until it pops up. Okay? So there we go. We have our maintenance work order request. We want to click on that. The next step in the process is we want to hit this plus button to add a next step. All right. So we need to get the information off the form. So we need to get response details. So type in get response. There we are. You want to make sure it's Microsoft Forms and you want to click on get response details. Again, it's going to ask you, like, where do you want us to grab the information from? We want to grab it from that form, that maintenance work order request form. And then the response ID, there's nothing going to populate when you click. So we're going to go over to this little lightning bolt right here. And then it's going to say when a new response submitted, you want response ID in this next section. So click on that. And then we're done with step 2. We're halfway there. All right. The next step is a little bit more complicated. So pause the video as needed. So we're going to click this little plus symbol. Oops. And so we're prompted for another step, and we need to type in approvals. So you're going to have multiple options, but you need to look for a start and wait for an approval. All right. Be careful not to select start and wait for an approval text. We want just this one right here. And as you select it, it's going to ask for a type. When you click the drop down for this flow, we want custom responses, wait for one response. Okay? It's important that we click wait for one response. And then it's going to populate. So our first response will be completed, right? And these are going to be in the form of buttons. And then the next one will be rejected. Okay? So these are the response options we're going to use. You can customize this however you want. You can have 10 responses if you want. I like to keep things simple and efficient. So the title will be work order request. And then this is the most important part. So when someone submits the form in our maintenance department, who's going to receive it? Now, I like it to where everyone can receive it, right? You can delegate it to your admin or your supervisors or leads, however you structure your organization in your org chart. But I like whoever sees it takes care of the problem, right? Everyone in my maintenance department, in my fictitious one, is going to be able to accept or approve work orders, all right? So this is where you type in the emails. If you have an email group, put that email group, that maintenance email group in there. So everyone has eyes on. I like full transparency. I like all that. So we're gonna just pretend this is our entire maintenance department. So this is the details that your maintenance team is going to see when someone submits the form. So this is where keeping this form open comes in handy. So our number one item is name of requester, and we'll do today's date as well. So we'll put name of requester, and then we'll put a colon here and then a space, and then we'll slide right over to the lightning bolt, and there we go. Under get response details, we have that option. So whatever the submitter fills out, that's what's going to populate with. All right. And we'll do today's date of request. Right, you want to track that, and we'll do a colon space lightning bolt, and that's today's date. So let's look at our form. We have location and type of request. So we'll do location, come over here, type of request, and our type of request will be right here. Sorry, I went a little ahead of myself. So we have install, repair, details, and then date of desired completion. So we'll do install or repair, and we'll do a question mark there. And if it's not populating like this, we'll just go to see more in the corner right here. And then it should populate right here. All right. And then we'll do notes. And this is where you're getting the details of the issue. And the last thing on the list, I believe, is desired completion date. There we go. And so this section is done. Okay. That's all we need to do. You have this stuff down here. You don't need to do anything down there. Okay. So we have one more step. Again, pause the video on this screen if you need a sample of what you need to put here. Okay. So we're going to hit this plus symbol. And the last thing we want to do is if someone accepts and completes the work order or rejects it, you should let the customer know, right? You should, that catchphrase, close the loop, right? Communication is key. So we need to send an email. Do send a And if you have Outlook, you want to use send an email. And right now it's version 2. So send an email. Now this is the cool part. Who do we send the email to? Well, we want to send the email of the result or the outcome to the person who submitted the form. So you want to click in this box and nothing populates, right? So we can go up to this gear, the settings wheel, and click use dynamic content, right? This is the content that you already filled out. And now when you click on this, you have that magic little lightning bolt again. We're going to click on that. We're going to go to forms, and they don't have it here, so let's look at everything. You have responders email. So Microsoft Forms automatically collects the email in your organization of whoever submitted the form. So when we click approve or reject, it will automatically send the email to whoever submitted the form. And we'll just say work order status. So now we know oh my goodness. So you're letting the customer know, hey, this is an email about your work order status. And this is the body of the email. So we'll just say, remember you're talking to the customer here. So we'll just say, hello there. And we'll just say, thank you for using we'll just say automated work order system. We'll just say, thank you for using our automated work order system. And then we'll say your work order request has been, we'll just say, we want to show the customer what the result was. So we're going to go to this lightning bolt. You're going to go to the approval, start and wait for approval. And here's the outcome. So we have 2 outcomes. One is rejected, one is completed, right? So we're showing the customer their status. And then say the details of your request. All right, this next part, we can go back to start and wait for approval. Then we can scroll down to the details and we can highlight, and then we'll copy it. We'll copy this whole area. We'll go back to send an email. And then we'll hit enter, and then we'll hit Control V. There you go. You don't have to type all that again. I saved you some time. So, and then we're going to say, we're pretty cool, so we'll say, let us know if you need any assistance. And we'll just say respectfully, we'll just say awesome main team. Right? And then you can put your, phone number 12334555566. I don't know, whatever your contact information is, email, like main team at email.com, right? So the cool thing about this is you can insert your attachments. You can make something on Canva that's an auto reply. You can customize like, hello there, and your request has been, and then you can pick your colors. We'll pick blue, right? And then your contact info could be purple, and then this could be, I don't know, you can customize it. Like you can customize the colors, the font, you can use different size. So we can be really excited and say hello there, like you can do anything you want within your organization, but this is the last email you have to type to close the loop ever. That's the cool thing. So we're done. The workflow is done, and you can pause the video and look at this area, and then all we need to do now is save the flow. So let's save, and let's see if we pass the test. Let's see if our flow is legit. And it may take a little bit, right? Um, but you can make any workflow you want with this, with Power Automate. So it looks like we're good to go. We recommend you test it. So we're gonna listen and test this out. And as a user, we're gonna unpin this. When you get to your Teams channel, this will really help you out. If you go to view more apps, these three dots, you type in approvals, right? You can pin the approvals in your Teams. And then when you scroll out, you'll always have this section, right? But it also shows up in your alerts. So as a maintenance team or IT team, I would recommend that you pin this to your Teams channel. So now we're the customer. We need a work order done. So I go into the internal website. I'm like, oh, there's a nice little button. And I'm going to just fill out this form. Today's date is Saturday. We're going to say the break room. There's something going on. It's mechanical and it needs a repair. We'll just say light in break room is broken. Oop, forking. Light bulb is flickering. There you go. So we'll just do that and we'll just say I would hopefully get it fixed by today. We can give everyone's on vacation. We'll just say everyone's not at work. Hey, can we fix this first thing on Monday morning? And then as the customer, I'm going to submit, right? So I'm done. That's all I needed to do to address an issue and alert people. I'm just letting our maintenance team know. So now I'm going to switch over to I'm the maintenance mechanic that's working, right? So this may take a second because it's a new flow. So when these are first submitted, it takes a while. We're going to go ahead and click to see if it populates. There it is right there. We just requested that workflow. So you'll see as in leadership in the maintenance team, or you can tag your executive leadership in this part of the workflow, right? You can put your executive leadership in here, your leads, supervisors, so they can monitor on Teams all the department's work orders and they can track it. But for now, I'm the mechanic. I'm the electrician or the mechanic. So I'm going to open up this work order. I'm going to look at the details. Oh, in the break room, they need a mechanical repair. Oh, I'm going to bring a new light bulb. Try to troubleshoot it. I'll bring a new light bulb, see if that works. So before I even leave the shop, I can prepare my tools, right? So I'm going to add a comment. Actually, this is, this is repaired, right? So you can print this out. You can walk over, take care of it. If you have a cell phone that your work issues you can actually use this app on your cell phone. So you can fix the job. And then we'll just say this is repaired, needed new or new light bulb. It was $10.99. You can put the cost in there. Whatever SOP or whatever information you tell your maintenance mechanics, like, hey, we need to know, um, when it was or how much it cost. When you hit this complete button, it will log the date and time it was completed. So, all right, as a mechanic, that's all I have to do. I have to go fix it, and I hit one button. All right, that's right. So, because I'm also the person who submitted the work order, I also get an alert on my Teams channel that my work order is completed, right? But the cool thing as well is I'm the customer. I'm the person who submit, and this might be confusing. I'm the person who submitted this for now. All right. I'm no longer the mechanic. The cool thing is that when I look in my Outlook, hello there. Thank you for using our automated work order system. Your work order has been completed. There we go. I get that email that we made in this Power Automate right here, right? So now I know that the work order was completed, or if they rejected it, I have the information. Like in this one, I said it's rejected. And now I know, like, hey, they didn't approve my work order. I might give them a call, ask why, or it might be contracted out. They might have sent a contractor out. Either way, you have a whole system of work orders. So let's try an IT work order. I'll just say Jason again. Do date as test, normal, room, website support. Uh, just make a web page for our department. SharePoint site. We want a work order system. All right. And guess what you can do now? You can do this, right? They put in a work order. Now, like, oh, I can make whatever they're requesting, right? So we'll go to our approvals. We'll see how long this takes. Oh, we got an alert. We got a work order. So I'm in the IT team now. IT team. And it says they want a SharePoint site. They want a work order system built. So guess what? I already have a template. I already have a template. I have a form template. I have my buttons. So now I can complete this request. But I'm going to go to my teams and I'm going to say it's done. All right. And then we're going to go to our email. There we go. I'm the customer. They said they completed it. Your request has been completed. So that's all I got there. So I'm going to make more videos, but this is a simple work order system. You can use the same system if you do audits. Everything is tracked. So when you go view responses, if we go to our maintenance, we can see we have a lot of issues in the men's restroom. That might be an older part of the building. We might need to investigate if we need to remodel that. Most of our work orders have been plumbing, so we've been having a high volume of plumbing issues. And then all of our work orders are repairs. So it might be we need to start looking at updating our facility and putting in new sinks, new toilets, you know what I mean? And then you can extract this data right here, and it will be an Excel spreadsheet for you. So we have a fully integrated, we have the data, we have the loop being closed, the customer knows when the work order is rejected or completed, everything's done, all right? So thank you for watching. Take your time. This takes a lot to learn. And as a leader, you now have a way to track what's going on mechanically or with your IT or with your HR. You can make one for HR. You can make one for your construction team, your shipping, receiving team. You have situational awareness. All right. That's all I got. Good luck and have fun with this. Experiment, play around with it. Let me know if you find another way to use this and share it with other people. Thank you.